Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. Today's episode will be a quick one ahead of Tesla's earnings release. I will be spending the afternoon and evening taking it all in, so I will include my thoughts in tomorrow's episode. I'd like to give a big thank you to our newest Patreon supporters, Eric, Paul, Eddie, and Robert. I really appreciate you guys, and of course, all of our patrons. Your monetary support is greatly appreciated. First up, we get news about new Cybertruck charging stalls. Back in September, Tesla submitted for a new supercharging location at 85 East State Street in Pasadena, California. And as of yesterday, it was approved. Basically, these new Cybertruck stalls just have a wider parking space to accommodate the bigger vehicle. There will be 47 new stalls at this station, and Tesla will operate 20 of them at their expense, but Pasadena Water and Power will install up to 7 DCFC or direct current fast chargers and up to 20 level 2 chargers that may be used by all types of EVs at their expense. Of course, Tesla's 20 stalls will all be V3 superchargers capable of 250 kilowatts or 1,000 miles per hour, roughly, when the stars align for max capacity. Tesla will actually connect to PWP's electric service equipment and will be responsible for all of the costs related to the equipment procurement, installation, maintenance, and electricity use associated with the charging stations. Next up, we get some news from Reuters that LG Chem announced their own battery advancements. LG Chem is apparently planning to triple production capacity for cylindrical batteries used by Tesla and others, and is considering expansion in Europe and North America to meet surging demand. Now, LG Chem also said they were developing a new form factor cylindrical battery, which would boost energy density 5-fold and power by 6-fold. They unfortunately did not elaborate. The current speculation is that they will also be manufacturing the new 4680 form factor cells, but they would most likely need the tabless technology from Tesla to make this viable. Tesla may indeed have shared this IP with them, but my assumption would be it would obviously only be for Tesla-specific production. But for now, anything more than the LG Chem quotes are pure speculation, but we'll of course keep an eye on this development. There's nothing else today that I felt needed reporting on before Tesla's Q3 financials, so you'll have to wait to hear how underwhelming the EV Hummer air quote event was. To wrap up today's episode, let's hear the latest from Tasha Keeney at ARK Invest.
Automotive gross margin is a number, X credits that many analysts will be looking at to see how things are going there. But, again, from our perspective, we just want Tesla to invest as much money as possible into getting cars on the road, because the autonomous opportunity is by far the greatest opportunity ahead of them. It's going to be larger than the auto industry, larger than today's energy sector. That's the type of opportunity that we're looking at in the future.
She's spot on here. The number to look for is automotive gross margin X regulatory credits. And obviously, most of the world is oblivious to the fact that Tesla will be the first to solve for full self-driving. No, Waymo, in my opinion, is not even close to true, anytime, anywhere full self-driving. There is, of course, a use case for what they are doing, but a more accurate name for what they're doing would be geo-mapped self-driving, location-specific, in perfect conditions without any variables.
We don't make quarter-to-quarter estimates. As we've seen in Tesla's announcements, we think we're going to reach price parity with gas-powered cars in the next couple of years. So that's huge because electric vehicles are already cheaper on a total cost of ownership basis, but that sticker price is really what we're going to think is going to cause a major inflection in demand. So again, the more batteries Tesla produces, the cheaper it becomes to produce them. I mean, if you think of any other automaker looking at electric technology, which they should be because it's the future, how are you going to catch up with Tesla? Because not only are their costs becoming cheaper, but they're cutting the prices of the cars. So really, how do you keep up on a price and performance basis? Yeah, well, I think I'd say that more street analysts are catching up to the fact that Tesla's really the leader by far in electric vehicles. We think they're 3 to 4 years ahead of the competition at this point. So I do think that next phase of growth will really be from autonomous technology. So I think these incremental plans to roll out the full self-driving beta to customers, to sort of make that path to commercialization is what sort of gets certainly the value of Tesla to sort of that next echelon. But again, I think people look at the run up and if you're sort of concerned, like, does Tesla deserve this? Well, if you look at the rest of the auto industry, I would expect some of these companies are going to go out of business as we transition to electric and autonomous technology, because not every automaker is going to be successful. Certainly many of them are behind today. And we think this could be a more consolidated market in the future, particularly with autonomous taxis. We think there'll be geographic monopolies. So I think that, there is a lot of value out there to grab for companies like Tesla. I think it's early days for this rollout again that they just gave to customers, but I think it's sort of hearing that plan for them to start this ride-hailing network. And so how is that going to look over the next couple of years? And hearing that strategy really be laid out, because we've been ascribing value to the autonomous platform for Tesla for a long time, but I don't think that's something that a lot of traditional analysts have done. So I think that helping sort of analysts connect the dots together and sort of figure out that this, we think this should be worth $2 trillion in the equity markets today. That I think sort of showing that future will really help others, sort of realize that opportunity ahead.
But that will wrap it up for today's episode. Please like the video if you did, and consider subscribing for more Tesla content. Enjoy Tesla earnings day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.